Hi there, I'm Shane Spiers and welcome to another edition of the Performance Brief where we give you one breakthrough business idea in just 5 minutes. My guest today is John Nieuwenburg from Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. John, a very warm welcome. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Brilliant. For those of you that don't know him, John is an award-winning business coach who has worked with hundreds of clients. John reckons there are almost as many different ways of delivering business coaching as there are business coaches. And John coaches in three primary areas: business, getting things done using proven tools, strategies and techniques; personal growth, working with you in areas such as decision making, leadership, delegation and time management skills; and accountability, helping you to stay accountable for the results you have chosen to up until now may have been just a dream. In an earlier life, John was a managing director of the BC liquor stores that now does 2.8 billion in revenue and a net income of 911 million. Before that, he was an executive with a national menswear retailer. When John's not coaching, he hangs out with his fiancée Jennifer and enjoys golf, skiing and running and reading. Wow. John, the title of our interview today is "The key to your success is not doing more of what you sell, but selling more of what you do." So we've got 5 minutes for the interview. Are you ready?
Anytime.
Brilliant. Let me
Jump
start
in.
my clock. So what do you mean by not doing more of what you sell, but selling more of what you do?
Yeah, it's a bit of a riddle. Hopefully it gets your attention. So many business owners get started in their business because they're passionate or love what they do. They're professional service advisors, accountants or health professionals, that kind of thing, or they started because they love making widgets. But that becomes their focus. They're entirely focused on the thing they do instead of selling the thing they do. And so, it's a bit of a trap. We spend all of our time making sure that our widgets are better, our, advice is better, and yet what we really want to do is have more clients, and that's the harder of the two things to do.
Yeah.
I have physiotherapists who own a clinic. It takes 7 years to become a physiotherapist in Canada, 7 years of university training. And they had an entire 1 hour of business training in that entire time. So while they're gifted at, doing physiotherapy, they're not at all trained in how to run their business. Or put another way, what I often ask a business owner is, so how good are you on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at your practice at making widgets or law? And often the reply is 8, 9, or 10. Be shocking if it wasn't. And then I'll say, well, so how good are you on a scale of 1 to 10? How good are you at marketing? And, that often is a 2. And selling, well, that often is a 2. And how about finance? Well, that often is a 1. And so you can see what the conundrum is that they're not going to become twice as good as a therapist or as an accountant or a widget maker, but they have lots of room to become better at selling and marketing and finance, and in fact, in every dimension of business.
So how do you unlock that? How do you help them?
Well, first of all, that's the thing about business coaching. Most of the time, business owners get started because they want to improve their selling or want to improve their marketing, something about their business. But the truth of it is that all business problems are personal problems in disguise. All business problems are personal problems in disguise. Or put another way, if the owner wants a better business, first the business needs a better owner. And that's that personal side of coaching. It's about unlocking what you think of as your focus, how you think of yourself, and how you see your role. I have an owner who operates a manufacturing facility who bought it from the founder. And today, 3 years later, he still goes to work wearing the same work shirt that he wore as a foreman. His mindset is still in the mindset of operating the shop floor, but hasn't made that shift to thinking about himself as the business owner. Gerber put it terrific in his book: just because you're good at the technical work of your business doesn't mean you're good at the business of your technical work. And he talks about this idea of Sarah loves baking cherry pies, and then discovers she opens a bakery to discover that she's not very good at running a bakery. And so it's about that shift in mindset.
Yeah.
So typically within 3 weeks, and sometimes as long as 3 months, after starting with a client, we get into that area of what is it about your beliefs, what it is that holds you back from achieving the kinds of things that you want to achieve. And and your question is an apt one. How do you unblock or reframe the way they think about themselves?
And I guess that there's a real danger of the business becoming stuck and not moving forward, not growing if the kind of leader or the owner is in that mindset.
Well, in fact, that's often what prompts them to start thinking, man, there's got to be a better way. How do I get unstuck? Or unstuck comes from the other direction too, is that business owners think they have 150 priorities. And when you have 150 priorities or think you have 150 priorities, how many do you really have? You don't have any, right? And so being stuck can be, I don't know what to do. And being stuck is, I've got too much to do and can't figure it out.
John, we've come to the time where we've got 15 seconds, and I just want to make sure for the podcast that everyone gets the link to John's website, which is www.w5coaching.com. John, fascinating stuff. I could talk all day, but we've limited it to 5 minutes. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thanks, Shay.